Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I stand on all existing protocols. My name is Nehita or DJ, and I'm going to be speaking to the recommendations and action points rather, of the past 2 days. The past 2 days have been historical in the direction of this country and with its intentions regarding the youth. And it is important that after the meetings that have been held, after the sessions that have been held, we can hear the points, the conclusions that have been made. And with every point that I speak to, I implore every one of you to agree or disagree as to if what I am saying are the same things that we all want for ourselves, young people. With regards to politics, nation building, peace, unity, and security, we recommend that active participation of youth is key. That youth should be involved in politics, starting from their ward levels all the way to the federal levels. That you should be able to identify with a political party, enabled to achieve political relevance and power. Do you agree? We also recommend that youth should be involved in policy, decision making, project supervision. Youth should be involved All right. So I'll take that again. I said we recommend that youth should be involved in policy, decision making, and project supervision processes. Youth should be involved in all government plans and activities, even in their communities, with special emphasis on skill acquisition programs. Do we agree? Beautiful. Youth departments should be created in all local governments in Nigeria to address youth considerations, concerns, initiatives, and programs. Do we agree? There should be a charter bill for rights of the youth, a need for collaboration between youths across all states. Do we agree? We recommend that youth should be involved in decision making, and the National Assembly should pass bills that encourage youth participation. Do we agree? Do we agree? We also recommend that there should be consideration of the cooperative system as financial enablers to fund youth political ambitions. Do we agree? We also recommend that there should be a deliberate effort to set aside 40% of employment, political appointments, and offices for the youth. And such posts will take into consideration both gender and physically challenged inclusivity. Do we agree? We recommend that the government should fast-track processes of national disability allowances for the physically challenged youths. And the National Youth Council of Nigeria should ensure that there is a physically challenged contact amongst the youths that are physically challenged. Who will represent them? Do we agree? We recommend that the government should create and develop an ideas bank where ideas can be submitted for consideration and further implementation. Do we agree? We've also recommended that there should be a legislation abolishing the clause on number of years of experience in the employment and the recruitment of youths. Do we agree? Now on cybercrime, We recommend that youth should be encouraged to develop and create applications that can assist in curbing cybercrimes. Do we agree? Finally, on politics, peace, unity, nation building, and security, we recommend that the NYSC should have a trust fund set up. Do we agree? Thank you. Now, moving on to the next thematic area, which is the soft power of sports, entertainment, and creatives. We recommend that despite the economy being hard, soft power does exist in Nigeria. However, the Nigerian youth and government should create agendas that will yield the soft power in every sector in the economy. Do we agree? Do we agree? We recommend that there should be provision of information and proper mining of the soft power in citizens, and it should be made accessible to the average Nigerian in terms of networking, monitoring, and exchange, and encouraging exchange programs with other countries in Africa and other continents, and funding. Do we agree? We recommend that the government should create opportunities that encourage the youth to explore their skills and also provides funding and an environment for their growth. That youth should be in the best positions to fulfill their dreams and make changes in the sports industry with the advantage of technology. Do we agree? We recommend that the youth can use gaming and application development to solve issues in society, and that there should be public education on the importance of encouraging play in sports and gaming in developing children. We should also encourage children to make their own games in schools, and game education should be integrated in our educational system. Do we agree? We recommend that there should be an entire creative value chain behind every entertainer that can be harnessed by the youth, and that there should be public education on the importance of sports and entertainment for both individual and creative and economic growth, and that the government collaboration with the private sector should create models that include soft skills development, vocational skills, and leadership development. Do we agree?
I'm going to pause Nahita a bit and say, number one, we're not hearing agreements for quite a few of these things. So we would ask that you raise your voices in agreement. Secondly, the Honorable Minister has kindly made available certificates of participation for everyone. And if you think that we are just trying to bobo you to stay. Ebony, yours is radio. So others should start praying that their own too is ready. But it's all going to be given out today so that you can go home and say, on this epoch-making event, I have proof that I was there, framed for your children to see in future. Thank you very much, HMs. So Nahita, so now you people must agree very loudly on no certificate. So if I don't hear the decibel count go high, everybody, your own is here. You will not take it home.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. I'll continue reading out our recommendations, and as you've heard, without your agreement, no certificates will be issued to you. So, I'm going to take this again. Now, we recommend that in the creative value chain behind every entrepreneur, the youth should be encouraged. There should be a harnessing by the youth, and that public education on the importance of sports and entertainment for both the individual creativity and economic growth. Now, the government, in collaboration with the private sector, should create models that include soft skill development, vocational skills, and leadership development. Do we agree? Beautiful. Now, finally, that youths can learn from history and add to their present experiences to be creative. Now, we recommend that there should be programs that fund fresh innovation from primary schools upwards, and there should be a change of the culture of education towards games and sports to encourage the younger generation. Do we agree? Finally, to the last thematic area, which is education, innovation, and technology for youth development. Firstly, we recommend the Dutch educational system as a model for implementation. The education system should provide workable skills that can be directly applied by involving professionals in the industry that already have great experience. Lawyers should educate law. Doctors should educate on medicine. And there should be focal points of interest that cater to the passion of the students. Do we agree? We recommend that there should be a shift in the way knowledge is imparted with focus on vocational education. Do we agree? Do we agree? We also recommend in tertiary institutions that the services of professionals in various fields as lecturers should be employed, as this would encourage a shift to a practical and first-hand learning environment. Do we agree? Also, we recommend mentorship systems to be fully adopted, and a youth ideas bank should be created. Do we agree? We also recommend 40% of appointment allowance to young people. Do we agree? We recommend that the government should help set up a national youth information and complaints desk. Do we agree? We also recommend that a national youth development commission should be set up. Do we agree? And finally, we recommend that an unemployment benefits committee should be set up. Do we agree? Do we agree? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. And we look forward to the implementation of these recommendations and action points. Good night.
Neita, not so fast, not so fast. Please, they're going to scroll the recommendations so that you are sure what is on your phone is actually what is scrolled here. Okay? So hold on and check through. Here you are.
Addition.
Any comments? Anybody? Okay, who has a second mic? Can we get a second mic? Sound, please, can we get a second mic this way? Sound, please.
Please, 20 seconds, please. 20 seconds.
Good evening, the Honorable Minister. I remain my humble self, Comrade Henry Ifeanyi Chukwu, Chairman, National Youth Council of Nigeria, Enugu State Chapter. Please, sir, there is two serious omission in our submission here, which to me is very, very necessary and important. One, we talked about youth commission. Two, we talked about Ministry of Youth, not Youth and Sports. And three, we also talked about independent candidates. And these are issues that is bothering the youth. Please, if that could be included in this our communique, we will be happy. Thank you, sir.
My name is Aziz Sadiq Owolabi, Vice Chairman, National Youth Council of Nigeria, Oyo State. We also recommended too old to run, and it was not mentioned on the communique.
Good evening,
Noted.
gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to support this first. I want to second the first speaker by them to implement all the concerns Youth Council independence.
Noted.
Good evening. My own recommendation is around making sure this event becomes something that is recognized every year. I guess November 1st, because it's Youth Day of the Youth, right? So if you can put that in communique to make sure that we know that every year we will reconvene.
Noted. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I am Dr. Goodness Mwabweze, one of the delegates from Enugu State. I want to appreciate the federal government and our honorable commissioner. But please, what I want to say is, we talked about gender inclusion. And one of the things we said is that we need financial backings for women, young females, to be able to participate. It is not just gender inclusion without schemes that will provide the financial solidarity for women, young females, to be able to come out and do their own. Thank you very much.
There. Noted.
Good evening. I am Barrister Tosin Rodola from Ekiti State. We made recommendations as to the fact that a certain amount in the budget for education must be allocated to research, particularly. So please, that should be included. And we must appreciate them that they included the fact that professionals should man at teachings in our university. So I think that we're fine with that.
Noted.
Good evening, madam. What I think that is very important here, if we are talking about youth inclusiveness in governance, my name is Comrade Okatu Demian Okechukwu. I am a delegate from Anambra State. If we think and we say that there is need for youth to be included in governance, I think it has to start by the cost of campaigning and funding. The cost of campaigning and funding now is too high. So we should see how to tilt and bring it down so that most youths can afford it.
Thank you. It's actually there. That one is actually there.
My name is Comrade Umar Destiny, the National Coordinator, Grassroots Awareness and Volunteers Against Organized Crime. I will want us to put into this as part of the communique that NGOs, because more than 70% of members of NGOs are youth. NGOs, CEOs, and other organizations should be part and parcel of government processes. Like in the ministries, there should be desk where NGOs will have their own stand always. Thank you.
Noted. Thank you.
Okay, good evening. My name is Kiakebe Ibrahim from Taraba State. I want to talk on the educational sector. I want to make a recommendation.
So you can't make a recommendation here. You needed to have made it in this session. So it can't be made here.
Thank you very much. My name is Abdul Karim Hassan Olainka from Kwara State. I recommended that it has come to our notice that when the youth are deciding on who to lead them, the elders are still interfering in that affairs. And I recommended that whenever the youth are to decide for whom to lead them, the elders should please step aside, and it is not captured in the communique. Thank you.
Noted.
I am Muhammad Ibrahim Chudongwada from Kano State. I am here to recommend that the
No,
budget
you cannot
allocated,
recommend
the
today.
budget,
You cannot recommend
no,
today.
the budget allocated to the educational sector is always fluctuating very low. We have had that just a recent only 5.6% was allocated to the sector, which implies that the government too is not ready for the youth inclusiveness and good governance.
Good evening. My name is Ajibode Abdulkabir Olawale. On behalf, I'm the National Secretary, Yoruba Council of Youth Worldwide. I want to present, if I can be chanced to present a policy bill on behalf of Yoruba Council.
No, you can't.
On security, on
No,
security.
No, you can't.
On security.
You should have come to the security committee meeting.
I've actually raised it on security before, so I just want to present the bill now.
No, you can't. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Comrade Benedicta. I'm from the National Youth Council of Nigeria. I made a submission earlier today in our meeting. I talked about women, including women in politics, and also bringing the disabled. Many of them want to join politics, but they are not given a chance. So let's give them. They are still part of us. Let them put them aside. Let's bring them in. Thank you.
It was actually included.
Hello. I'm Honorable Rabaka from Zamfara State. I come across that all our youths, when they are come to the floor, they are talking about the inclusiveness of the government inclusion. So what I want to say here is a kind of recommendation, because from Zamfara State.
You can't recommend today.
Okay. My point here is that I'm a honorable SSA from Zamfara State. So you see that our governor includes the youth. So this is the thing that I want to say here is our state, Zamfara State, our governor is making an effort to see that he carry the youth along. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Thank you very much.
Good evening.
Please, we're going to draw a line. After the gentleman in white, no more, no more. After the man in white t-shirt, no more.
I am Wachku Caleb, representing through the NYSC Abia State. I would like to add that the government introduced schemes just like we have in institutions, where we have the SciWest, where students will go to companies and then work as staff and things like that. We have the industrial training, we have the NYSC, which includes students or young graduates into institutions. So in governance, I would want to add or ask that the government introduce students.
No recommendations today.
Thank you. Good evening. Comrade Uduak Sabasi is my name. I come from Akwa Ibom State. Please, I've noticed a kind of omission from the resolutions. I remember vividly one of our delegates from Akwa Ibom State made a case for the president having to maybe urgently assenting to the electoral reforms amendments bill that is within his office or still in the National Assembly, which recommended that the political parties adopt direct primaries method to select candidates. And then we added that it should go beyond that. There should be continuous and mandatory regulations through legislative means to take the primaries away from political parties to institutions, maybe like INEC, to make it easier for young people to afford elections within the political parties. Thank you so very much.
Noted.
Okay, thank you very much. Mine is directly to the Honorable Minister. Sir, please, give us sanity in Youth Council. Let Youth Council enjoy what NANS is enjoying. Hold on. Thank you very much. Yes, that's the message.
I'm Honorable Alhamdu Danjuma from Kaduna State. Mine is under the issue of security. We need security. We talked earlier about giving the youth the 40% of recruitment under the security, because the youth are the ones that knows where the link are to be tackled. Because if the youth are not being given the opportunity to defend and to stand as government agent, or will I say aid, that will stand on the aspect of the security, our top government officials cannot be able to tackle that. It's only the youth that can be able to tackle that aspect. So we plead that the Honorable Minister will accept our request based on that 40%. Thank you.
Noted.
My name is Comrade Suraj Sunusi Abubakar, a delegate from Kaduna State. Mine is actually a word of and token of encouragement to our youth. If the youth are waiting for the old age to give us the chance, they will never give us the chance. Be bold and come out and contest for whatsoever you think you can bring a better Nigeria. Thank you very much.
All points.